Well, hello and cheers! It's Wise Women's Wednesday. Come on in, you guys. Just waiting on you to get in here. We got some good stuff to talk about today. Let's see who is here. Here they come. Yay! I love seeing you all come in here. I've got lunch dates with you guys, right? It's 1 o'clock Eastern time. And if you're having your lunch, sit down and have some lunch with me and we'll just talk about what's going on. I've got it. When I say it's Wise Women's Wednesday, this is one of the biggest, most profound truths that you need to embrace and love and take to heart. And I've got some good stuff for you today. There's my girl Lucy. Hi, Lucy. Good to see you. Come on in. And I am drinking, for everybody who's asking what this is hot melt mix. Hot melt mix is this. Exogenous ketones, little MCT oil to put the whole thing on rocket fuel, and a bunch of electrolytes. You got potassium, sodium, and magnesium in there. Fantastic stuff. Makes you feel like $1,000,000. Come on in, you guys. We're kind of not getting a whole lot of people in just yet. There we go. There's Vanessa. Here we go. Bring it on in, you guys. Bring it on in. We've got things to talk about today. Where is everybody? Here we go. Here we go. Click, click, click. It's like watching the meter, your electric meter go around when I'm watching to see how many people are live. There's Gwen. Hi, Gwen. Yes, Cassie is in the house. Cassie is my lunch date. We have lunch every day together. Or I have hot melt, she has lunch, she takes notes, and I run my mouth. I'm good at that. I'm a good mouth runner. If you're joining our 21-day knockout, that is on our Daily Dish page from Saving Dinner, Facebook page if you need some support in that. There are ways to go about doing this, by the way. You don't have to follow it exactly verbatim, especially if you're an intermittent faster, okay? So just know that. You can skip the breakfast, you can create the plan to make it, and cherry pick it to make it work for you. But it's a good plan, and it knocks out inflammation. Really good stuff in there. So if you are in the the 21-day knockout, make sure that you go over to the Daily Dish and like it. And by the way, have you liked our Saving Dinner page? Do you know, a lot of people don't saying, how do I get the notifications? Well, if you haven't liked the page, you won't get the notifications. So please like the page and please share this video. We are on a mission. We're on a mission to knock out inflammation, to get off the carousel of crazy forever, and to become the women that we've always wanted to be. Right? We want to lead an intentional life. We want to lead lives that we're proud of. We want to play full out in our lives, participating in every single thing. No more sitting on the sidelines. It's time to play full out in your life. And that's what we get to do. That's what we're about here on Saving Dinner. And we've got hot melt coming up on February 3rd. So mark your calendar and get ready for that. If you haven't gotten it, go to savingdinner.com/sprint. It's free. Just pick it up. It's 17 pages there. Study it like you're, studying for an exam in school. Because in there, it's going to give you every single step of the way on how to do this plan. And it works. We've thousands of women in our group who are getting remarkable results. And it just delights me. I love supporting women who are on a mission to get the most that they can out of their life. And it has to start with our bodies. This is the vehicle we have for life. It's never going to change. You don't get to just leap out of your body and start sprinting around the world, without the burden, so to speak, of your body. This is what we've got. This is it, guys. You don't get to trade it in like a car. So the better you treat it, the more you can get out of it. How about that? Doesn't that sound like a fun idea? I like that. All right, so the 21-day knockout, if you're in part of that group and you have questions about it, just post them and we will get back to you. We have Jenny, our marvelous community manager, plus me, and we're in there. We're looking for you, and we're here to help and here to support. That's what we do. The second thing you need to know, I was going to hold up a bag of tea, which I don't have to hold up because I took it downstairs to make tea yesterday. But the tea is in the shop. Go grab your bag of tea. This is our Wise Women's Tea. And today, of all days, is the day to talk about it, isn't it? Wise Women's Tea. This is a special blend that Marla and I put together that has green, black, and tea in it. And for various different reasons with the whole thing, I'm writing a big fat blog post to go along with that so you can understand why the ingredients were chosen. And both of us being huge fans of Earl Grey, we got the oil of bergamot in there. And that's a citrus, kind of a citrus bush thing. And it has a lovely, lovely flavor. You will love this tea. It has so many different benefits. And if you've seen Dr. Lee's TED Talk, where he talks about what tea does to the capillaries in your fat, you're going to order 2 bags of this tea because you're going to want this on your side. It's amazing what tea can do. So tea is a fantastic thing, and I absolutely love it. I also want to encourage you to hold the date of April 18th on your calendar, and April 17th if you want to come to the VIP meet and greet. We are having a big fat workshop right here in Brevard, North Carolina. I will be telling you exactly where and everything once we get the final count. It looks like the original plan is going to, we're going to have to find another venue because we already have at least 40 people coming. We're thinking there's going to be about 100, which is exciting. So the only thing that I can say is get your hotel reservation here in Brevard. They fill up, and get your plane ticket and just plan on an amazing time. We will have all the information available for you on the website, and I'll be sharing that next week when it's all out, and you can purchase your ticket. If you're part of Take Back Your Life, you get a free ticket. If you're part of the Hot Milk Club, you get a free upgrade to the meet and greet on the night before, which is fantastic. We'll have wine and hors d'oeuvres, and we'll all get to know each other. We know each other this way, but wouldn't it be more fun face to face? This is what we're about. So I hope you put that on your calendar because it's going to be a great time. All right. Our quote of the day, our quote of the week is Dolly Parton. You know, brilliant woman, that woman. She's down to earth, salt of the earth, and she gets it. And I love what she has to say. We cannot direct the wind, but we can adjust the sails. Do you love that? We cannot direct the wind, but we can adjust the sails. And where we spend a lot of our energy is trying to direct the wind. That's God's job. You know, we can't do that. We can't fight against that stuff. What we do need to do, though, is adjust our sails. And if you've ever been on a sailboat, you understand the wisdom in that. Because in order to get the boat going in the direction that you want it to get, you have to tack. Tacking means that you're moving the sail to capture the wind. That's where the magic happens. And that's where momentum happens. Because as soon as we do that, you start scooting down the water, don't you? In a boat. We do that in our lives too. We can capture that energy if we just move things a little bit around. I always look at it this way. If you don't succeed, try, and try again. Keep going until you find your sweet spot. It's different for all of us. It's different because our circumstances are different, right? It was different for me 20 years ago when I was raising children than it is right now today. And that doesn't mean it has to evoke like this massive emotional outpouring. Oh, I just can't do it, blah, 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 because I have this in my life. No, it does not. It just means you have to adjust accordingly. I had to adjust massively when I was taking care of my mother. That became almost like I was like, okay, yeah, here we go back to toddlerhood because she required so much. And it got overwhelming at times, but I got the support in that I needed. And that's what we all have to do. It's on us. You can complain or you can find a solution. That's where the magic is again. You can't just, keep going and complain and just use all of your energy on that. That's fighting the wind. We need to capture our energy. So one of the things that I said that I was going to do, and I'm going to do it right now, is talk to you about what the missing piece is. The missing piece, and this is the truth telling of how to capture your life, really, essentially, and how to get what you're wanting instead of just saying, oh, it's for everybody else and it's not for me. There is something I think you're missing. I'm going to bet, I'll put money on it, that this is something that you're missing. And it's gratitude. It's appreciation. Do you have the appreciation for what you have in your hand right now today? Do you? Is your heart overflowing with gratitude for your family, for your home, for the food in your pantry, for the job that you have, for all the things, for the numerous things that we could just list, for on and on and on. Somebody who's sitting in a third world country right now in a refugee camp or some awful situation, they're not counting those kind of blessings. You know what they're counting blessings though? They're counting their blessings when the Red Cross truck pulls up to feed them. They're counting their blessing when they get clean water. They're counting their blessings when they've got their family all huddled together in that makeshift tent or hut. They're counting their blessings for those little things, or their big things. And we whine. We whine because we don't have something that we want. We whine because we compare ourselves with other people. We whine because it's not good enough, or it's not perfect enough, or it's not this enough. We miss the boat when we don't have appreciation being our first and foremost default. When we can start appreciating the things that we do have, when we can start appreciating and have massive gratitude for the little things in our life, then we're going to be trusted with the bigger things. Isn't that what the Bible teaches us anyway? You know, he who is faithful in the little things will be trusted in the big things. It's something like that. I'm paraphrasing, of course. We have to make an agreement with ourselves. We have to make an agreement that we're just not going to complain anymore. Complaining actually shrinks the hippocampus of your brain. It shrinks it, you guys. I can't think of anything sadder in my life than that. And as we're all, working on our body clutter and trying to feel good and feel better, the thing is you cannot lose weight with a body you hate. You're not going to lose weight if you hate yourself. If you are putting yourself down and what have you, you need to start taking a different look at yourself. Marla and I wrote about this extensively in Body Clutter. If you haven't picked it up, go to the Fly Shop and go grab a copy of Body Clutter. It's right there. Also in our shop, we call it the auxiliary Body Clutter. And basically, it's just an update on the nutrition chapter because a lot has changed since, 15 years ago when we wrote this book. And it's really important that you have a good grip on what the current nutrition, the current science is, I think, along with all the stuff that goes along with it. But I learned this, that I couldn't, until I accepted myself as I was at that moment, until I started to love my body, stretch marks, flab, all the stuff, it didn't happen. Nothing happened. I was stuck. Our stuck is an opportunity to see that there's something wrong. Our stuck tells us that we're not being wise women. Our stuck tells us that either your food's off, your mindset is off, or you're not doing something correctly. Or you need to give yourself a little more time, have a little patience with yourself. There's different things there. But when we grab and center on our innate knowing that we all have inside of us, then things change. Things shift, and suddenly the answers start to come. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that when you start to listen to yourself a little bit, instead of putting yourself down, instead of disrespecting yourself so much, instead of saying that I'm just no good, I can't do this, or she's doing that over there and I can't do this over here. It's good for some people, but not for me. The whole thing. Do you want to be around that? Do you want to be around listening to somebody who's saying that stuff all the time? I know I don't. But if I'm doing it to myself, what's happening here? What's happening inside of me? I'm destroying myself from the inside out. No wonder your body is rebelling. No wonder your body won't let you lose weight. No wonder you're under such high stress and your adrenals are going nuts. Everything is in conflict. There's a war going on inside. Out on the outside, you're smiling and you're saying, yeah, everything's super great. On the inside, you get home, you look in the mirror, oh, you're so ugly. You're so fat. You'll never do this. You'll never do that. You're stupid. You're this, you're that. And you're saying that about yourself. Until you can love your body, you cannot lose the weight. Because a loved body is going to love you back. And an unloved body is going to be like a little redheaded stepchild sitting in the corner quivering. Think about it. Would you do that to your child? Would you do that to somebody else's child? But you do it to yourself. And every time you do that, every time you hate something about yourself, your body's, your reticular activating system's like, okay, well, let's go find some more evidence to support this. This is what she wants. You see that? Can you see how horrible this is and how degrading it is? And if you can only think of one thing to say to yourself, then you say it every single day. I have pretty eyes. I have a generous heart. I'm a giving person. I love my children like nothing else. I love my husband. I love my home. I'm appreciative for this glass of hot milk mix. The appreciation and the love can take over all the negativity if you allow it, if you make that your practice, if you make that your intention. Living intentionally means that you're going to intentionally put something in your life that's missing otherwise. How exciting is that? And when you understand that that is your power, that is yours, you just need to stir it up a little bit. And I'm here to poke you. I'm here to say, get it together, girlfriend. It's there. It's already there. You just need to harness that power. It's like Dolly Parton says, it's shifting. It's redirecting those sails. It's capturing that wind. That's your power. That's your power. And when you're a woman of faith and you're lined up with God as well, my goodness, is anybody going to get in your way? Absolutely not. We are women who are on a mission to not only love our families and to love our homes and to love what we're doing, but to love ourselves as well. And if we don't love ourselves up first, then we're going to miss the boat every single time. Every single time. And all these things we'll be grasping at the wind. Everything that we want will be just a step away, far away from us, not close by. You can't get close to something that you're repelling all the time. Have you noticed that? You can't. If you're saying, no, have you ever noticed this? Like when somebody says, oh, really, can I help you out? And you say, no, I've got this. And really, you need the help. But you're like, for whatever reason, what is it? Our pride, our whatever, our self-sufficiency. We need help. Say, I need help. And when we say we need help, all of a sudden the relief is there. And then we get on it. Well, that's your body. Your body's saying, I need help. I cannot love myself. I need you in it with me to love me back. If you love me back, then I'll start listening to you. I'll start helping you lose weight. I'll start getting rid of the inflammation. I'll be with you. We're fighting our bodies. We're harming our bodies. Our words are swords and we're bleeding to death. And we're doing it to ourselves. And that's why I say to you, you have got to love your body. You need to make amends with your body. You need to tell your body you're sorry. When you look down at those stretch marks, thank your body that it carried a baby for you. That's a miracle. Who does? I mean, we are miraculous beings. When you can embrace that and understand that and hold that sacred wisdom of being a woman close by and just have such incredible appreciation that God chose you as a vessel to carry a baby, those stretch marks look a whole lot different, don't they? They sure do. There's stripes of honor, you know? There's stripes of honor. You were given a child. Do you know how many women would take your place? Do you know how many women would say, please give me your stretch marks. I want to carry a baby. And yet we're sitting there complaining about ourselves because we don't have abs of steel and we're not bikini models. We've got to start looking at the reality of what our lives are. All I'm saying to you is I want you to have all the energy and everything within you so that you can live your life full out, so that you can have the vibrant life you've always wanted to have, so that you can participate in everything your life has to offer, whether it's your work, your family, your friends, sports, whatever it is. You can't do that if you're putting yourself down. You can't do that if you're putting yourself into a place of unappreciation, of constant putting down, of despising yourself. Nothing hated has ever done well. Nothing hated has ever gone to the top. You can't have vibrancy with hate. They don't coexist. So if you can't change a body you hate and you want to change, my strong suggestion is that you be a wise woman. Love yourself right now, today, where you are. And I dare you. I've got an assignment for you. Let's see if you'll do it. Go stand in front of a mirror naked and just say, you know what? Warts and all, you are a beautiful being. You are a beautiful being. You love so much. You've given so much. And you're worthy of the love that I have for you. All the love that you give to everyone else, it's time to start giving back to yourself. It's time to start giving it back to yourself. It comes in the form of self-care. It comes in the form of eating to fuel your life instead of eating for just entertainment or to numb yourself out. This is how it works. And your life will pay you back. Your body will pay you back and say, right, okay, we're in cooperation now. It's our souls. It's our lives. It's our bodies. And we're all together in this. And that's what wise women do. They understand that. And instead of just having this passive, aggressive, negative attitude toward themselves, they turn it around and they start to see that in this imperfect body, stretch marks, warts, veins, all the stuff, there's a beautiful being. There's a beautiful self there. There is a woman who has loved and loved and loved and given and given and given, and now it's her turn. Now it's her turn. You believe me? You think it's your turn too? I sure hope so. It's time for us to become the women we want by loving ourselves. Wholly, fully, wisely. That's what wise women do. Am I right? Okay. That's it. That's all I have for you today. I think that's enough. Wise women need to get on with their workload, and I got some. I got a lot of things going on. I certainly appreciate all of you for joining me. Thank you so much for your support, for sharing these videos. And yes, Mary Sankus, this is your year. And everybody else who's on my program today, this is your year. You can make 2020 the best year ever. It's your choice. And if that's your choice, then that's your decision. And I support you 100%. Peace out. Go get naked in front of a mirror, guys. I'm serious. Love you all. Bye-bye.